So we also know that besides for giving us life and security, the Torah also promises and provides us with sustenance and livelihood. After the Jews left Egypt, they were in the Pustenia 40 years. Did they work? They didn't work for a living. They studied Torah all day. They lived off the manna that fell from the sky. So therefore, this gives us a big fundamental for the rest of our lives. The Torah tells us in Sefer Shemot that what they do when they went to Israel and built the Beit HaMikdash, they had to take the man with them. They put the man in a jar, tzinsenet aman, which is the man in a jar, in order that if a guy doesn't have emunah in Parnasah, what do? You show him, Ana, look at this. This is where our forefathers ate in the desert 40 years. God provided for them. You think Hashem can't provide for you? It's very easily He can provide for you. It's just you have to believe. You have to believe that Hashem is the one who provides for you. The Midrash says that Yirmiyah used to bring people by the destruction of the first temple, where before it got destroyed. Yirmiyah Navi, he asked the Jewish people, why don't you study Torah? What did they say? And how are we going to live? We study Torah all day. Who's going to pay the bills? He said, he took out the jar of the man. He says, see the word of Hashem. It was real. It was true. Therefore, what? He shouldn't have said, hear. Why did he say see? Because Yirmiyah was saying, look, what your ancestors study, how they study Torah. If you study Torah, Hashem will provide for you the same way. So people, it's a catch-22. Rabbi, I can't study Torah because I got to work. No, you don't understand. If you study Torah, the little time you have left, you will make parnasah in that time. So therefore, a person has to know, God's throwing us a lifeline. He says, you study Torah, everything will be okay. I know a guy who works 11 to 2. He didn't start working 11 to 2. He used to work 8 to 8. He made it slowly turned into 11 to 2, and the rest of the time he can learn. The rest of the time he has to for spirituality. Why? Because he believed it. He believed it into fruition. He believed that God provided them on. God make it also for me the same way. I have my managers. They work hard. They call me if there's any emergencies. I leave all my appointments and I leave all my issues to take care of between those few hours, those 3 hours a day, and that's it. I'm done. The rest of the time I can be busy with chesed. The rest of the time I can be busy raising money for tzedakot. I can be busy with learning. I can be busy with, all the other wonderful things to do in the world. So therefore, a person can wonder, if the Torah really gives us the life and parnasah, so I have a very big question. Reverend again asks, so why do we have yeshivas always asking for donation? They shouldn't need any donations. They have Torah. Torah should give them man. Torah should make it that they should have parnasah. Why they always need our donations? I don't understand. Let Hashem provide for them, just like He did for the people studying Torah in the desert. Oh, why do the college students always need to be supported? They should be the people number one who get supported by the man, who get the blessing from Hashem. So says, again, very powerful. That we have to realize that would be very selfish. What would be the very selfish? The very selfish would be, you're right, Hashem could do that. Hashem can make it that every coal guy will have $1 million in his pocket and not have to worry about nothing. But Hashem didn't want to do that. Why? But He could, easily. He did it for the people in the desert, for the man. Why didn't He do it for the coal guys? Because then Hashem would make it that the guys who don't have zechut, they wouldn't be able to get the zechut of supporting a coal guy. You understand? Now Hashem could have provided for the guy easy, but Hashem says, no, I want to give a chance to the balabait who can't learn, or he thinks he can't learn. At least he should be able to buy in. At least he should be able to have the zechut and connect it to the Torah. So therefore, it's hayim hi. It's for sure a tree of life for those who study it. The chidush is, it's a tree of life for those who support it as well. So how can it be? I pay you, you're gonna go and put the tefillin. I pay you, you put the tefillin for me. It counts? I put the tefillin? No. I pay you, you're gonna learn Torah. It's as if I learned Torah? Yes. Of course. How could that be? It's a chidush. Doesn't make any sense. Hashem says yes. To give you zechut. I want to give you a chance to buy in and to get the zechut of Torah. And you have to jump on it. Hashem could have provided for them by Himself. He doesn't need anybody else. Hashem said, I'm doing you a chesed. And what do people say? And again the kola guys, and again the yeshiva's asking for donation, and again we have to support them. Hashem says, you don't understand what I'm doing for you. You think you're doing me a favor? I'm doing you a favor. I'm helping you. I'm getting you to tap into wells of blessing that you don't even realize. And you complain to me. Again you call me. Again you bother me. So therefore a person has to know, who does more with who? The poor guy gets more than the rich guy? No, my friend. The rich guy gets olam haba. What does the poor guy get? A little bit of olam hazeh? The rich guy gets olam haba. You're buying olam haba. It's priceless. For a few $100, you're getting Olam Haba. No brainer. How could you not give tzedakah? How could you not get involved? It's a no brainer. It makes no sense. Must be. Why don't you give tzedakah? Maybe you don't believe in Olam Haba enough. Maybe you don't believe in the Zuchur enough. So you have to remind yourself that Hashem made it the Levi and Yisachar were dedicated to Torah, but He could have provided for them. But He chose to make it that we have Zevulun. Zevulun supporting Yisachar. And Hashem says the Zechut of Yisavulun will be that he gets to support Yisachar, and he will be in the same level as Yisachar. You should know that famous question that they asked of Aaron Kutler, one of his students. He said, Rabbi, he came to New Jersey from Europe. There was no Torah. It was empty. It was a desert, spiritual desert. And he started making kollalim, and he started making big yeshiva. Today he has the biggest yeshiva in the world. He started, right? BMG, right? Lakewood Yeshiva. But what did he do? He taught his students Yisachar Zevulun, Yisachar Zevulun, Yisachar Zevulun. And he's teaching them so important. The guy who supports Torah, it's as if he's the one learning in the Shamayim. They're going to be in the equal spot in Gan Eden. So the student came to him and said, Rabbi, listen. So if you're saying that Yisachar and Zevulun are the same, I have a choice. I could stay in yeshiva and learn all day and be Yisachar. But I also am very smart and well off. I could also be Zevulun. I could also go and support them with the Chachamim. If anyways they're going to have the same Zechun and Gan Eden, so maybe which one should I be? Should I be Zevulun or should I be Yisachar? Which one should I be? He says, Olam Haba, you're right. Olam Haba, you're right, they're going to be in the same place. What about Olam Hazeh? Olam Hazeh, if you're a Baal Habayit working, you're going to deal with nasty people, you're going to have to run here, run there, get stressed out. He says, it's worth it for you to be a learner. You even have a better Olam Hazeh. You're all dealing with old rabbis, dealing with righteous people, sitting, learning the Torah, you're in Kollel, everything is great. So therefore you said to them, better to be a learner. But what do you see? What do you see? Sechar Zevulun is a serious thing. And therefore the Gemara says, Shimon, the brother of Azariah. Why is the Gemara referring to the Amora, Shimon, as the brother of Azariah? He should be the son of so-and-so, or the son of his father. Why is he saying the brother of Azariah? So the Gemara says because Azariah used to do business and he used to support his brother Shimon. So who made Shimon to who he was? The Zechut of Azariah. So you see that his name is mentioned in the Gemara with the Tanaim, Amoraim, Bizchudis. He supported his brother to study Torah. So therefore, Rabotai, we have opportunity today to be able to support Torah called Yeshiva Sha'ar Tzion. A person has to know it's a no-brainer. No-brainer. You get to buy in to Olam Haba for a couple dollars, even though you weren't learning that Torah. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen.